This might actually change the way you see yourself. So many people come to me convinced that they are lazy, that they've got no discipline, or that they're just not trying hard enough. And yes, that might be true for some people, but when you know that you are capable of more but you just cannot move forward, it's really easy to turn that frustration and anger towards yourself. But what's actually going on a lot of the time has nothing to do with motivation and nothing to do with discipline. You can genuinely want something, more success, more freedom, more visibility, and still have a secret part of you that does not want that. And that is what makes self-sabotage so frustrating, because the part of you that's trying to keep you away from the thing that you want is in your subconscious mind, and because it is in your subconscious mind, you are unaware of it. And it makes no logical sense at all, because there is a part of you that is desperate to grow, desperate to do something different, desperate to change. And then there is another hidden part of you that is doing everything it can to stop that from happening. And one of the things that people usually miss is that this fear is not always about a fear of failure. It can also be a fear about being seen, about having more visibility. And if there was a point in your life when visibility felt unsafe, your nervous system is still acting on that belief and it is trying to protect you. And a lot of this actually starts really early when you're really young. Maybe you were one of those kids who put the hand up and got the answer wrong and got really embarrassed about that. I know I was, that happened to me many occasions. Or maybe you were told that you're too loud, you're too much. Maybe you got in trouble for being too loud. Maybe at some point you learned that having too much attention on you led to embarrassment or some kind of conflict or getting in trouble. Your subconscious mind did what it does. It adapted. It came up with the belief that staying small, staying hidden was the safest option for you. And maybe that was true at the time. The problem is that that same protective pattern is running and ruining your life now. And this is why procrastination is so misunderstood. A lot of people think when you procrastinate, it's because you're lazy or that you don't want the thing enough. But you know that's not true. You want the thing, you keep thinking about the thing, you keep starting, you keep stopping, you keep starting and then stopping again. And procrastination can be very sneaky on how it shows up. It can show up in many different ways. It can show up as over preparing, over consuming, watching all the videos, doing all the courses, but never actually starting. So you feel like you're progressing, you feel like you're being busy and doing something, but you're not. It can show up as waiting to feel confident enough to start or waiting to feel ready enough before you start, and you convince yourself that the timing is just not quite right. And all of these excuses feel completely reasonable and logical in the moment, and that is because your nervous system and your subconscious mind actually believe that they are keeping you safe. But this is the part where it begins to get quite painful for you, because eventually all the hiding and delaying is going to really start to hurt you. You're going to begin to feel that disappointment and regret that you gave up on your dream, and that is not a good feeling. You see other people building the life that you wanted to build, and you begin to feel frustrated and stuck, and you feel like you're betraying yourself, and you are betraying yourself. And the shame that comes with that feeling can be so brutal. And then you begin to believe that there is something fundamentally wrong with you. But there is nothing wrong with you. It is just your subconscious mind running the old programming that it used to run to keep you safe when you were younger. It's still responding to those experiences that happened all those years ago that are no longer a threat now. And that is why affirmations and positive thinking can only get you so far, because you can tell yourself all day long that you are confident, but if your body still associates being visible and having visibility as dangerous, you are going to keep feeling that resistance again and again and again. Real change begins to happen when you start to work on a deeper level, when you can teach your nervous system and your subconscious mind that it is actually safe to be seen now, and that you want to be seen, and that taking up that space will not destroy you, will not put you in danger, and that you can go after what you want without the world ending. And that kind of work requires compassion and patience, because the part of you that has been hiding is not weak, it's not broken, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just been doing its job. It learned all those years ago that being invisible was safer than being exposed, and it's been protecting you ever since, but you don't need that protection anymore. You don't want that protection anymore. Confidence isn't something that you wait for. It is not something that naturally happens. It's something that builds through taking messy, imperfect action over and over again, through showing up and slowly teaching yourself that nothing terrible is going to happen when you take up space or when your visibility increases. You were never meant to spend your whole life making yourself smaller just so you can feel safe. You're meant to live in your purpose, and we all have a purpose, and it's time you go after it. No more waiting.